This is the story of a girl who discovered she could read memories when she started to grow up.
Ah, okay. So trauma. Cool. Yep, that's usually how this game gets their story elements going. Just throw some trauma on top of the insanity and you're all set. It's Wuthering Waves Writing 101. Okay, so today we're doing the next quest, the next main story quest for 3.2 of Wuthering Waves. I mentioned before. Hello there, I'm Respect Sure, the streamer, the YouTube content creator. Hey, YouTube Shorts are actually doing pretty good. TikToks too. So, I'll have some of these up for Wuthering Waves over there eventually. Might be a couple weeks. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, we're going to read a wave line message in just a moment from President Lucilla. But the little blurb about the mission is, after the new solar celebration comes to an end, Lucilla sends you a wave line message saying that the root of the dark side anomaly remains unresolved. She hopes you can help her uncover the truth. I do have everything kind of set up for a different game, so I will keep an eye on the volume level for chat. It should be about the same. I think the only one that I really have to change it on, or the only one that was massively different, is Honkai Star Rail, which is so much louder in OBS for some reason. Okay, anyways, wave line message. We need to go do that. So, the wave line message from Lucilla. Okay. Happy little Abby. Sorry to bother you at this hour, Rover. Wait, the president is using a cute emoji. Yeah, a little weird. The president is using a cute emojis. No way. Who are you really? All right. A cocky emoji. Cocky Abby. Well, seems our dear student has quite an interesting, bias against faculty. Does that show bias? Interesting. Maybe I should add a new course, Star Torch Guidelines for, from strangers... Okay. From strangers to confidants. Kind of a fun title. As for its final exam, what about how to spend a wonderful day with your teacher? No. Actually, that's a horrible... Do you know what sexual harassment is? Do you know what a conflict of interest is? Are you aware of how inappropriate that comment is? Huh, we're starting out great, huh? Okay, please tell me that's not a required course. I mean... I do not condone, but do understand. I've got enough classes to survive. Yeah, we'll go with that. Jokes aside, let's get down to business. I want to discuss the Academy's dark side with you. I'll be waiting for you at Rebel College's top floor. Come see me whenever you can. Okay, so we need to go to the rooftop of Rebel College. Pretty sure we just fast travel. Somewhere around here. Oh, the value might be low. Hold up. There we go. Okay, don't actually attack Nana. Alright, I need to get up there. Okay. Optional, take the shortcut to the teaching zone. Teaching zone? Yeah, okay. We'll take the shortcut to the teaching zone. Oh. Okay. You know, I don't actually know where any of these points go. I'm sure there's an easy way to figure it out, but I'm too lazy. So, yeah. Good job, game, on actually giving me a shortcut, or, not shortcut, but a marker to tell me where the shortcut is.
When the bird glides across the sky, That song I listened to during my insomnia last night. The Renaissance do have an exquisite taste in art, but this melody just keeps my mind going. Not suitable for sleeping. Erase. Next, today's breakfast. Boyan style.
Having a fun little conversation over there by yourself, Lucilla?
All trivial. Erase it too. It was delicious, though. Alright, looks like my guest has arrived. Gotta handle the rest later.
Hey, you good? You are, talking to yourself kind of a lot. Hey, I do it too, especially when I'm thinking about something important. I will pace and mumble. But still, you look a little crazy.
What? Do I look like some murmuring android to you?
No, a crazy person monologuing to herself on a rooftop, but not an android.
Sorry, President. Were you...
Having a mental break?
Tuning memories. Curious about my forte?
Well, I am now. About your forte, mind giving me a quick explanation?
I can extract frequency information from an object, use it as an anchor to draw out related memories, and store them in my mind.
Okay. Extract frequency information from objects, so I don't even understand how she's doing that, but it's this world, so sure. To draw out an anchor to draw out related memories and store them. Okay. So like the meal she was mentioning, she could eat a meal and then use it as an anchor to draw out related memories and store them in her mind? Do you have a finite amount of space? Do you need to upgrade your hard drive? Increase capacity, read speed, so on and so forth. Are we using an NVMe?
But the brain has limits. So I have to decide which memories to keep and which to discard. Just like you saw earlier.
Yeah, storage issue. Hey, that stuff's real expensive in 2026, unfortunately. At least it's not RAM, though. I'm assuming. Does your brain have RAM? Maybe sort of. Irrelevant. Okay. Like what? Intermittent amnesia? Kind of, actually. Huh. Doesn't that affect your daily life? I guess she would have to be incredibly careful with what memory she gets rid of. So, potentially. Huh. That's gotta be a really weird situation where you're not really forgetful, more exacting and judgmental of the memories you keep and get rid of. You're picky about it, and everything you forget is intentional, not accidental. Is this the only person you can blame for forgetting something? Anyway.
It's different from amnesia. With amnesia, memories might still return.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is just a permanent recycling bin, gotcha.
But when I erase something through memory tuning, I erase the frequency entirely. There's no recovering it.
But does that mean your memory is better or worse than the average person?
Alright, back to the point. I told you all that because it ties into what I mentioned in the message earlier.
Does it now? I also question, does this mean she has a photographic or eidetic thing? Eidetic? Something like that. Memory, a perfect recollection of events? Because it's a frequency that she recalls, not a... I don't necessarily know enough about how memory works, but interesting. It's an interesting idea. I'm asking way too many questions and thinking about this way too deeply. Anyways, you mean the dark side? Yeah, we actually have the plot to look into. And not just, I don't know, theorize about her ability. Are you planning to use your forte on me? She probably already has.
Correct. I need your help to confirm something. May I borrow an item you always carry?
Okay. You hand her your student card. Is that really something you always carry, Rover?
Oh, you still have it. Perfect. Objects with personal meaning carry stronger frequencies.
It looks burned.
Rover, I'll need to ask you a few questions. Let's begin.
Oh, cool, a test on top of it.
I have a general picture now. At the end of the celebration, you and Sigrika entered the dark side to solve the final riddle, and encountered another Sigrika.
Yeah, it was super creepy.
And you realized she was a fake when she said, "Should finding an answer really be so important?"
Man, I vaguely remember this, but sure.
You got it all right. Amazing how much you learned just from that single card.
To me, your memories play like a film. I can pause and study them frame by frame.
Oh, so the memory thing you can do is with other people's memories too. Seems invasive. Useful, but invasive.
So, what happened after the fake Sigrika revealed herself?
Actually, considering the entire situation we're currently in, why are you not a detective with that ability? Instead of a school principal. Principal? Whatever, she is.
Then there was a rabbit. I remember chasing it. The same one I saw right after entering the dark side.
Oh, I thought that was just creepy imagery. Is that actually important?
I see. Thank you, Rover. I think I've found what I needed. Remember when I said Mornier compared the frequencies and found that the rabbit was likely the root cause of the dark side anomaly?
No, I actually don't remember that at all.
The rabbit leads those who enter the dark side to face what they fear and try to avoid. Just like Sigrika meeting her alter ego. Since then, the anomaly has persisted. Some students and professors have faced the same situation. Given the Grand Architect's teaser for you and Dr. Luke, that rabbit should be one of the Fraxidus' little tricks in this game of theirs.
Okay, so is the rabbit Cristoforo again? Or is it the Grand Architect actually taking the disguise of a rabbit this time? He does have a thing for small things. Usually children, but little girls, actually. He might be on a list. Moving on.
They harmed my students and colleagues with such despicable means. As the president, I'll make sure they get a taste of their own medicine.
Okay. What are you planning to do?
That rabbit is their pawn, which means I can turn it against them. We'll lure it out, capture it, and remove the anomaly at its source. Then, using my forte, I can extract information about the Fraxidus from it. But mobilizing the Academy's resources might alert our enemies. I need some more personal aid. Someone I trust, who knows the dark side well. And that's you.
Okay, mobilizing the Academy's resources. I'm assuming some sort of security, I guess? I don't know what the school has. That's gonna alert more people than Rover. The one they're after often and keep an eye on constantly. Sure, makes sense to me. So, does that count as my holiday assignment? Do I have to write a paper after I'm done about all the events that took place during the holiday? Because I always hated those. I usually never really did anything worth writing about. I also just don't like writing very much. Even if you didn't ask, I'd help anyway. Yeah.
Wonderful. Hearing that puts me at ease. It's worth noting that while many have entered the dark side, only a few were chosen by the rabbit. While the celebration incident was a Fraxidus scheme targeting you and Sigrika, the other victims might have followed a pattern that drew the rabbit.
And that pattern lies hidden among the victims themselves. Yeah, we're doing investigative work again.
Exactly. We need to find out what each of them did in the dark side and make comparisons. The common threads might be what attracted the rabbit. The Academy has already investigated the victims.
This game really likes taking images of her from the low angle, huh?
Based on what we found, a few possible factors stand out. Like how long they stayed in the dark side, whether they entered with a strong purpose or desire, and whether they brought anything back. Our next lead is a professor with a pretty strong opinion against the Academy's management. That's why you, as a student, are a better choice to approach him.
You two don't get along. What about you? Yeah, do you two not get along?
Not exactly. Some of his beliefs just don't align with the executive's ideas.
Honestly, this could go either way. Either I'm going to agree with him or not at all.
Setting that aside, I'll support your investigation from the dark side. My forte will be essential to uncover what they experienced.
This is about the first time we've had such a close-up of the inside of her hat, the underside of her hat. That is a lot going on for the underside of a hat. Not really a hat guy, but that's a cool hat. If you had a hat that had, you know, it's almost like glass that had something on the other side, that'd be very cool. Not realistic, but cool.
Once you speak with him, try to obtain one of his personal items. That'll let me relive his memories in the dark side.
Oh, right, we actually have a plot and mortal threat, potentially. I'm worried about the underside of your hat. Okay, so, I'm on the... You might be on the bright side, Rover, but you might not be the brightest. Anyways, so I'm on the bright side and you're on the dark. Okay, take care of yourself in there. Sure, stupid comment.
Now, I've texted you the basic info on that victim. And take this.
Do I need to read the fact that it says waveline over texted? Is that relevant? Okay, a makeup mirror. Oh, is that what that is? It kind of looked like a disc of some sort. Oh, did she just Batman you? Why do characters like doing that? President Lucilla?
Don't underestimate this little mirror. It's actually a communicator. It's only natural for partners to have a private line, right?
Okay. Yeah, kind of like a walkie-talkie. But I don't love that this is the second time that you've, eavesdropped on us. It's fine. It's a communication device. You handed it to us directly. This isn't like spying on us like you did before. I swear to God, I recognize the weirdest things, however. So, Rover's nails, which I didn't even realize they had nails, that female Rover did, are like poking through the end of her gloves. Kinda weird looking. I don't know. I've never had nails long enough. Is that an issue that women deal with, is their nails poking the end of their gloves? Maybe I should ask.
It's getting late. I'm already on my way to the dark side. The on-campus investigation is in your hands now. Oh, and check your phone. I've sent you a new message.
Rabbit reflected in shadows. Quest begins. New message. Listening, Abby, I guess? Dear Rover, student of Rebel College of Star Torch Academy, greetings. Fucking come on. Okay, thank you for your trust. A file transfer is waiting for your approval. To accept, please reply with accept subscription. Okay, we could accept the subscription or reject the subscription. I am usually of the opinion of rejecting subscriptions sent to you randomly, so we're going to do that. Reply accepted. Anyways, forced file transfer in progress. There we go. Okay, so she's just going to hack us anyways. At least she stays on brand. Okay, Star Torch Academy Darkside Investigation Report, number AN25360. Got the file. It contains the basic information about our target, Professor Sevi. Sevi? Sev? I don't know. We're gonna go with Sevi. He's heading to the camp today? Okay, for a geological survey. I leave the talking to you. Oh, okay, it is actually a camp, like a Royan camp, I'm assuming. Thumbs up, Abby. Okay. Well, now that we've talked about the dark side, but mainly about the underside of her hat and Rover's nails. I'm tired today. Anyways, we'll move on and start the mission proper. Alright, I'll just fast travel. Immediately into a cutscene, okay. Oh, it is a little compact, okay. A little mirror and, makeup of some sort? I don't know how makeup works. This mirror. Doesn't seem to reflect anything. How am I supposed to use it? Oh, good, it isn't reflecting anything.
You're holding it too close. Using a communicator like that would make you look too suspicious.
We're an undercover agent, looking into an investigation on the dark side of this university. Let me hold my mirror up to my head like a cell phone. Rover needs to keep being a goober like this. This is great.
Relax. I already adjusted the settings before giving it to you. Just keep it in your pocket. The key is to stay calm and look natural.
It might be a little bit awkward when the mirror starts talking out of my pocket, though.
So, what does your receiver look like?
Why not take a guess?
Lip balm.
We have a winner. Nice association.
I guess it would be a matching set. That sort of makes sense if you have both pieces, but not if you don't. Why am I overthinking everything
Roving
today?
among the stars.
Hey, are you the guy?
Ugh, law of conservation. Then tell me, is the time between holidays and weekdays physically symmetric?
What the hell are you talking about? Okay, I didn't do very much of physics in college, but the law of conservation of mass? I'm assuming? Conservation of energy? What does that have to do with the time between holidays and weekends? Or weekdays? No, holidays and weekdays. Physically symmetrical. What the?
Fridays turn into weekends, but when weekends pass, it takes 4 whole days for Friday to come again. Time clearly isn't evenly divided, is it?
There's a problem with me. There's something seriously wrong with me. So I don't look at this guy's stupid conversation, of which it is obviously stupid, and go, he's just being an idiot. Let's move on. I contemplate the underlying question and any relevance it has. I play devil's advocate and consider the fact that while time might be a relative constant, as in it is representative of physical changes in space, like when we're talking about distance, we're talking about time to cover a distance, right? We're talking about the distance light travels, for example. So time is relative to movement across space or the decay of atoms, something like that, like an atomic clock. It is relative to changes in physical reality. But when we're talking about the perception of time, that is variable. The perception of time varies depending on how engaged you are in an activity, for example. So he's talking about it feels longer. It might physically be longer, as in there are more hours, minutes, seconds for 4 days as opposed to a 2-day weekend. This is obvious. But it does feel longer, and that is our perception of time. And that's a really interesting area of study, is people's perception of time and what they're doing. Even something as simple as how, well, simple, complicated, but easy to understand, how well you remember something can depend on how engaged you are and how much time feels like it passed. It's really interesting. Nobody cares, but it's really interesting.
Maybe when they invented weekdays and weekends, they didn't think about that law. You know, science is rarely accepted by the masses at first.
You two are just so fucking stupid. What are you even talking about?
Anyway, we should probably focus on the back-to-school exam. I heard President Lucilla wrote the questions. Now just imagine our pass rate. Freshmen, you'd better be ready.
Yeah, I question if you two aren't freshmen, or you're certainly not seniors. For one, you have too much energy. But these are the sort of existential questions that people get into, and you listen to the conversation and just like, you heard some terms during a class and you're just trying to reuse them, aren't you? Whatever. Clearly, I'm the one to criticize this behavior, huh? Anyways, got any last-minute exam guides?
Exam guides? You mean like notes, previous tests, or
Pretty much.
lecture reviews? Forget it. None of that works on President Lucilla's exams.
Why? Why? Those are literally the things you need to study for and prepare for an exam. An exam guide is great if a teacher gives it out. It's something that will give you the sort of layout of it, past tests, stuff like that. Notes should literally be your base of study. It's what you're going to spend your time reviewing, memorizing, catching up on, working to understand as new material is presented. And previous tests will literally show you the kinds of questions that need to be answered, what sort of information is relevant and needs to be retained. It's literally the fucking basis of study. Anyways, apparently it's not important.
According to her, don't think of it as a test of knowledge, but an assessment of your life skills.
Okay, actually, I might be okay with that, provided it's handled appropriately and isn't just a bias test that will work against students who study hard. I've unfortunately had tests that were very subjective. I did well, but I still didn't think it was fair.
After all, here at Star Torch, knowledge isn't just for show. It's what lets you breathe and move forward.
Agreed.
Yeah, she really doesn't like those old scholars who keep talking about theories all day.
Speaking of our professors, is there anyone who might go easy on students? Maybe Professor Savi?
Professor Savi? Maybe. People say he treats students like his own kids. We just saw him earlier.
Oh, Okay, so he's actually a nice person. I was expecting the other way.
But isn't he one of those old scholars the president dislikes?
There is nothing inherently wrong with scholarly learning and tests. I have opinions about when and where they should be used and how often they are not a show of actual knowledge, but
I heard
whatever.
they had a dispute once. He refused to compromise his academic pursuits, and it all ended on a sour note.
Ugh. Adult drama. Let's not dwell on it. Oh, and why are you asking about Professor Savi?
I still don't understand what age group we're supposed to be in. Are we supposed to be an adult or not, considering that comment? It's an academy. They treat it like a university. At least that's sort of my assumption, considering how it's handled, but maybe it's just a boarding school of sorts. You know, I'm in the US, so it's very US, so my understanding of the academic life is very US-centric. Maybe I should think about it differently. I need to discuss something with him.
Say no more. He's nearby. You can find him up ahead.
They remember it so clearly. Guess my speech on the opening ceremony wasn't a complete waste of time.
I've seen you are giving students, sure.
Oh, no panic. I simply put together the professor's finest ideas for the exam questions, and added a little extra depth.
Interesting.
Roving among the stars.
Professor, about my paper. You've got a lot of nerve bringing that up.
Huh.
I read it. Aside from the title, the rest was mind-numbingly long and irritating, like a damn void worm.
Jesus, okay. Hey, how about constructive criticism, not overt insults, huh, jackass? Jesus. I actually have a funny story. Kind of funny. I think it's funny. A teacher I had, actually, like a lot. She was fantastic in college. Was not an easy grader, however. I guess she made the point she brought out before one of our papers, a big-ass box of blue pens, and said a student gave these to her because after a previous test was returned, not tests, but she tested on papers. We were just writing papers constantly. It was, the student had said, could you please use blue for the next one instead of red? It looked like somebody got murdered on top of my paper last time. So she said she had switched over to blue instead of red for that reason. And yeah, it kind of did look like that. Some of the students' papers were... There was a lot of notes. They were constructive, not insulting, but every little detail was critiqued. I still stand by she was a fantastic teacher because I learned a lot, but damn, sometimes hard graders are a thing.
And don't you dare include my name in your acknowledgements. That'd be pure slander. That's all.
Wow, you are just a massive asshole.
A freshman. What is it?
Not a goddamn thing. Nothing. Excuse me, Professor, have you seen Professor Sevi?
Well done. That voice? It's Professor Carl. You better answer him candidly.
I don't give a shit about this person.
He's one of the tough nuts, just like Professor Savi.
Savi. He's probably
Savi.
prepping instruments. The man seems to be trapped in his research lately. Ever since he
Okay.
got back from the dark side, he's been calling for its shutdown, saying no one should go in. Caused another big argument with the top brass.
So the teachers can just go into the dark side? I knew the professor knew about it, but I thought the dark side was more of a nebulous concept that existed in a space all on its own because it had to, not necessarily something that you could shut down, and was an argument of whether or not they should keep it open. Why is that?
Why? Probably because of Lucilla and her merry band. They must have botched something and Savi caught wind of it.
Well, some students did get kidnapped and taken in there, and I don't think anybody died. Did people die? I don't remember. It's been a few weeks.
You're new, so you probably wouldn't know. Savi and I don't really see eye to eye with Lucilla.
I wonder why. You're kind of a massive asshole. He seems to have concerns about safety.
She's a fine teacher. But as the Academy's leader, hardly.
Yeah, we're not going to get along, are we?
If it's about scholarship, we have geniuses like Professor Mornier. If it's about leadership, we have investors with far more experience.
Investors? Oh, so you think that a businessman should be the one leading the university? Would it be more profitable? I hate you. I hate you deeply and profoundly.
And yet, she, an average resonator with no special expertise, is now carrying the Academy's future. Really?
What would... Anyway, she seems to be doing okay. Well?
Forget it. Don't even know why I'm bringing this up with a student. Guess I've been bottling that up for too long.
Yeah, actually, that's a fairly good point. You literally just criticized the president of the academy in front of a student, a freshman at that. Kind of a bad image of yourself, don't you think? Kind of making yourself look like I don't know, a catty little bitch.
About what Professor Carl just said?
Oh, I don't care about that guy at all.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. In my position, hearing skeptical voices is part of the job.
You took that as skepticism? All right, well, you're more understanding than myself.
But tell me, Rover, what do you think a president should be like? And where should Star Torch Academy be heading?
Oh, I've got no idea.
Oh, no rush. Go see it for yourself. Let's keep moving. Professor Savi should be just ahead. And one more thing. He is also a memory-type resonator. He can reproduce and project objects from his memories. To keep you focused, I'll stay quiet during your conversation.
Cool. Okay, Savi. No. V? Savi. Yeah.
You're late. Did you bring all the materials I asked for?
I don't know who you're looking for.
Hand me the recalibrator. What?
Yo, hi, what's up?
My mistake. I thought you were my assistant. You are, have we met before?
New here.
The Academy newspaper. You must be the student behind the success of the new solar ceremony, right?
Am I? Was that a thing? I don't remember. Okay, pleasure to meet you. I'm Rover.
So, when the launch program for Helios bugged out, how did you manage to recalibrate the parameters? And what about the live drive data?
Didn't do any of that. Mornier did. Please, one question at a time, Professor.
Watching a project come to life always gets me a little overexcited. I helped with part of the launch mechanism myself. Oh, I haven't even introduced myself properly. I'm Savi, professor from the Department of Engineering and a past recipient of the Space Trek Collective's Star Torch Prize. This prize hasn't been awarded in years due to the difficult situation. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not showing off.
It kind of seems like you are, though. I mean, you whipped out your medal first thing.
I
shouldn't say it like that, should I?
To remind myself that our science did make headway before. Though now... Anyway, what brings you here?
I think I'm understanding. We'll see if it goes this way. Your concern is less with the students and more with making sure that research continues, that the Academy actually produces good research material. Actually, that's not a bad thing for a university to, continue to research and have new discoveries and findings. That's great. Maybe work with the president of the university academy. It's not a university.
Lucilla mentioned that he's not on good terms with the management. I can't let him know I was sent here by her.
Okay, then just don't.
Still, we're both victims of the dark side. Maybe approaching from that angle won't raise suspicion. I'm here to talk about the dark side. Sigrika and I had an accident there, and I heard other students and professors experience something similar. There are so many conflicting stories about it. As someone who had been there, I want to know if everyone saw the same thing. You've entered it too, haven't you, Professor?
Before that, tell me, what did you see in there?
He seems more than a little shaken. A rabbit. We saw a lot more than a rabbit, but yeah, there was a rabbit. Actually, there were a lot of rabbits. They do that, though. They multiply like crazy. The other selves of people who feared facing their problems. Ooh. You know what? Yeah, let's go with that one.
Unfortunately, although I did enter the dark side once, I didn't see any of that.
Oh, so just the rabbit then.
Still, with all these incidents, the place should be completely sealed, especially from students.
Yes. I agree. We are in agreement. It's a nightmare realm. Literally a nightmare realm. Not figuratively. Like, it is the nightmares, not nightmares, but the collective anxiety and stress of students in a, alternate dimension. Well, pocket dimension. Space? I don't know.
No, I have to prepare for an experiment. We can have more discussion next time. Oh, and,
What? Did you just give us the medal you were bragging about? This is...
That medal's yours now. The Star Torch Prize may have been discontinued, but your contribution to the new solar ceremony deserves recognition.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so the new solar ceremony they're referring to isn't the holiday celebration I was thinking it was, but actually putting up the sun in the sky after the reactor fell. Yeah, we did help with that.
What we need now is another breakthrough in technology. So, take it. As my personal acknowledgement.
Okay, but that should really go to Mornier, the professor that did all the work, and not us, who just rode a motorcycle up a tentacle thing? Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot, actually. We did some. Okay, Star Torch Prize medal. A medal of the Star Torch Prize established by Star Torch Academy. Redundancy is redundant. The medal of the Star Torch Prize established by Star Torch Academy. Okay. It is an honor awarded to researchers who have made significant contributions to the advancement of science for the benefit of humanity. Well, the benefit of the people around here, at least, so sure. But again, Rover shouldn't have that. Are we gonna... What are we, like 20 feet? 25 feet away from that man? Are we gonna have a conversation with the compact mirror here?
Yes, I've heard everything.
Yeah, we are. Hey, maybe walk around the edge of the building at least, huh?
Looks like Professor Savi didn't want to open up about what he saw in the dark side.
Even so, that medal's a valuable lead. It's deeply connected to him. Please place the medal in front of the makeup mirror. I can't touch it myself, so I'll read and tune its frequency remotely.
You can do that? Okay, do as Lucilla says.
Excellent. Now, leave the rest to the adult.
Again, how old is Rover supposed to be? 17, 18? Is she not an adult? Whatever. She's also supposed to be really old, actually. Like, really old. Guess she's still a kid.
President, can you still hear me?
Yes, the comms are stable. Let's begin.
This is a surprise. Okay. So I'm guessing she doesn't have any combat because she's not actually a playable character yet. But, hey, we actually get to play as Lucilla. Cool. Nice touch.
This is strange. I was setting up the room according to the riddle the Academy gave me, but now it's... Who changed the riddle? Who altered the scene? Could it be that rabbit the students keep mentioning? Either way, I should focus on restoring the room through memory projection. If a student gets misled and causes another accident, it'll be a real headache.
So, this is Professor Savi's memory when he first entered the dark side. He stayed here quite a while and used his forte. From what we just saw, he was one of the staff involved in the new solo celebration. He came here to restore the scene that had been tampered with. But...
Something wrong?
not exactly. Maybe because I'm a memory-type resonator too. Something caught my attention. People think memory-type resonators like us are masters of memories and emotions, unshaken by illusions or insults.
Are you sure that's what they think, or is that just what you hope they think? Because I have to imagine it's more like somebody flipping through a photo album. Ooh, that's an old thing. Somebody going through their photos or Instagram posts.
But no forte is perfect. When we pour all focus into manipulating memories, information floods the mind. That's when we're most vulnerable. The anomaly in the dark side preys on the mind. If I were a Fraxidus member, I'd strike then. This projection won't hold for long. Let's move forward.
Oh, he found the rabbit. The
I
rabbit.
can't even feel time passing here. Half an hour's gone already? This one should go here. Wait, the rabbit. You again. Are you the one who changed the riddle and warped this place? Get back here.
This memory records the moment he met the rabbit. Before that, he mentioned time. Could that be another key factor?
Did the other victims have similar behaviors?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. Keep going.
It is hilarious watching this man chase after a rabbit. I find it hilarious, at least.
Gone again. No matter how good you are at hide and seek, your traces stay in my memory. I'll just need to use my forte again. No use hiding. I know you're there. Surprised? Staring at yourself. No. I know what this is. The dark side's a mirror. You're just my shadow.
Now I'm thinking about Persona.
Even if I'm a shadow, so what? I'm still part of you. Afraid your shadow might know a few of your secrets.
Ooh, what kind of secrets?
Secrets you've been running from. You're trapped, desperate for progress. Like that Huang Long researcher, who eventually threw everything away for the truth. Pascar Spectrum. That name rings a bell? I'm nothing like Pascar.
Do we know that name?
Oh, you're right about that. You don't even have his courage to give it all up. That's why you're stuck here, like a lab rat running in circles. But what if I told you the answer you've been seeking is right here? Something about your current project. Go on. Take a look. The data model was wrong from the start. Is this where the error lies? If I fix it, my second hypothesis could actually work. Then, based on the corrected model, the result should be... Wait. There's a formula missing. The first half matches my derivation perfectly. Where's the rest? Where's the other half of the formula? I never said the answer was free. Let's make a fair trade. Offer something of equal value, and the answer's yours. Look, I've even prepared the stakes for you. Everything tied to your research.
And why would you believe this ghostly entity that has your image and is from the dark side? I guess it's not very ghostly, it's just creepy that it's literally taking your face.
Thesis, data, it's all here. So, which one's worth the truth? See? No weight at all. Your report's worthless. Try again.
What?
Ah, no. Far from enough. Is that the extent of your pride in knowledge?
What?
Why not wager everything?
Why was he giant for a second?
That can't be. But it can. You've spent all your chips. What else do you have left to trade? Ah, right. Almost forgot about that. Your greatest honor, wasn't it? Let's see if it's worth anything. Look at that. You've given everything, and yet you still can't trade for a single answer.
That is creepy. Might be a screenshot later.
Or maybe the scale is the answer. The so-called scientific pursuit at Lahai Roy contributes nothing to the advance of human civilization. And of course, it can't change what sleeps beneath Lahai Roy. You know exactly what I mean. Enough! You don't understand anything.
Well, he's doing a pretty good job of manipulating you, so he understands enough. Again, it's probably you fighting you at this point. It's, kind of reads your mind, so...
Oh, don't I? You've got nothing left? Oh, but there's still one last thing you can trade. Your life. Go on. This is the part you idealists always love, isn't it?
Ooh, okay. A martyr to your own cause. Yeah, okay, we'll take a screenshot. I think the quality comes out better. Alright. Cool image, though. Legitimately. Chains coming down from the ceiling, the giant rabbit with ominous red eyes. Him sitting on the table, being judged as an object of worth. It's all great.
I told you, you don't understand. You're just preying on desperate seekers of truth.
Yeah, that would be you at the moment.
I won't let anyone else enter this room.
So that's why Professor Savi was so determined to keep everyone out of the dark side.
He was protecting them in his own way. He feared that eager students or passionate teachers might trade their lives for an illusion of truth.
Yeah, I mean, he was about to. Literally tried to. So, hey, I guess the person who was, seduced by the devil on his shoulder, or devil in front of him in this case, maybe didn't want that to happen to anybody else. So, are we trying to say he's wrong about that?
Greatness isn't just about achievement. Sometimes it's about facing reality and still choosing to live with dignity.
Honestly, that's a fantastic outlook.
At Star Torch Academy, we pursue truth, yes, but we value the journey more than the destination. Weighing our worth on a scale? That's true ignorance.
Okay, so we're in disagreement with the teacher that said a business person needed to take over. Yeah, we're gonna agree on that one.
Now then, if we cross-check the clues from Savi with the Academy's earlier findings...
Okay, we have some options here. The rabbit's appearance is linked to time. How? The rabbit's appearance is linked to the victim, probably. The rabbit's appearance is linked to using Forte. I guess we'll ask these first two. They seem to just be conversation pieces.
Spending more time in the dark side does raise the chance of seeing the rabbit, but that's not the root cause.
No, you
Now
wouldn't
then,
think so.
If we cross-check the clues from Savi with the Academy, you're saying
Victims.
it's drawn to one's vulnerability.
Probably.
But everyone has weaknesses. Some hide them deeper, some don't. That alone isn't special enough.
Eh.
Now then, if we cross-check the clues from Savi
Okay.
with the Academy's earlier findings...
The rabbit's appearance is linked to using Forte.
You're half right. The key
Okay.
isn't the Forte itself, it's what it acts upon.
Could you be a little bit more specific?
Remember? Professor Savi used his Forte to restore the scene, and other student victims used theirs to take something from the dark side.
Was that actually something we established at some point?
In both cases, they influenced the space itself. That's the real link.
But again, I don't think we established that at all.
Since we found the answer, I'll wait for you here. Hello? Lucilla?
Look, there's actually one more thing I didn't mention. After the celebration, every dark side victim shared one trait. They were all memory-type resonators, and there aren't many of us in the Academy.
Are we just retconning stuff now? Because Sigrika obviously isn't a memory-type resonator, and Rover isn't, so, well, we didn't go in there accidentally. We went purposefully. Sure, of course they were.
Only one remains. You understand what that means now, don't you?
You're going to jump into the horrible nightmare dimension for no reason other than to do it yourself.
Focus my
Pride,
mind.
maybe?
Loosen my thoughts. Just a little. Give the threat an opening.
Show your underbelly so it can be promptly stabbed, yes.
A small price to draw it out. In that false professor's words, a fair trade it is.
You're very confident in this plan. It's not going to work out great for you, is it?
Since the Fraxidus went to such lengths to invite me, well, as the president, how could I turn down the feast?
That student.
Snow?
You seem to trust her quite a lot.
Oh, hi there.
Mm-hmm. You'll understand once you meet her yourself. Anyway, how's your progress?
Just as planned. No one else remains in the dark side. But the rabbit's clever. Every room has traces of its frequency. I can't pin down its exact trail.
Hi there. Okay.
Huh. If it were easy to catch, that little feast wouldn't be half as entertaining, would it? And remember, if anything unexpected happens, you know what to do.
Loading. There we
Since the Fraxidus went to such lengths to invite me, well, as the president, how could I turn down the feast?
It said inside Star Torch Academy a moment ago. Or something like that. So you knew it was a trap all along.
Of course. And I knew if I told you sooner, you'd either stop me or try to follow me.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do that anyways, though.
But there's something only you can do from the outside. The dark side is unstable by nature. Remember what I said? The Academy used riddles to regulate its gateways.
Was that intentional?
Most have been replaced by Fraxidus riddles, but a few originals are still hidden in the Academy's archive. And the archive is inclusive. Be careful what you dig into.
What the hell do you mean by inclusive in this context? I don't think I want to know.
Rover, I need you to set a stable darkside exit with a riddle unknown to the Fraxidus.
Cool. But I can't let you go alone.
Remember what you told Sigrika at the celebration? That means no matter what, we stick together.
You invited me here, and you can't just ditch me now.
Even if I said no, you'd come anyway, wouldn't you? Fine. The dark side is a maze. I'll leave a few clues behind to guide you. But if anything goes wrong, promise me, you'll get out immediately.
Okay, where are we going now? Just back over here. Alright, so I guess we need to head to the college, but it doesn't really tell us what else. Are we looking for a riddle then? Are we doing
Roving
what she
among the
asked us?
stars.
Actually wasn't that far. Nope, wrong thing. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna throw this over to an intermission and go to the bathroom because too much tea. We're back. I'm back. So we'll throw it back over to the game and keep going. Although real quick, I'm gonna open something stronger than tea. Not, nope. Energy drink. That's gotta be loud on the mic, right? I should have muted. Don't love drinking those, but they do work, so. Anyways, moving on. Ending her song early. Just can't wake up today. I've been tired all day.
Roving among the stars.
Head up to the second floor and try to figure out. No, that is the down escalator. Try to figure out a riddle. Oh, hey, you actually exist here too. I don't know why I thought you wouldn't. You are an AI. Whatever her name is.
Seeing things from that wacky agronomy wing
Okay.
nuclei.
Investigate the screen, investigate the document, investigate the book.
Are lost inside an infinite
Find the
time.
entrance to the dark side. Can I? Whatever. Left one first. Book.
The alternative riddles for the new solar celebration. Guess this is what President Lucila wanted. Why is it tucked into a storyboard, though? Her hobby? Hope this helps.
Did we really find it on the first try? Hold up. Can I look at the other things? Yes. Maybe. Investigate the document. Oh, but I have to read now. Okay, Star Torch Academy News. Title, Breaking News, Star Torch Academy's 8th Great Mystery, The Vanishing Miko. Okay. Multiple students have reported seeing a girl in a white Miko robes wandering around campus. Yet when school authorities reviewed the surveillance footage, not a single trace of this mysterious figure was found. Some say that spirits cannot be captured by cameras. Others dismiss it as an elaborate prank, and some even suspect that the witnesses themselves may have staged the entire event. Perhaps in an attempt to add a new chapter to the Academy's 7 Great Mysteries. Okay. What was her name? Hayuki? I think is the new character for the next patch? Or one of them? Well, no. New. Okay. Styling guide, okay? Teacher's column issue number 5. Fashion is a way of self-expression, a reflection of who we are and what we are. Alright. The variations in size, the play between symmetry and asymmetry. A lot of asymmetry. And the differences in contours. They all quietly shape how we see ourselves and how the world sees us. Styling at its heart is a delicate and graceful experiment. A designer's way of interpreting the world and the ever-shifting scenery through their own lens. I mean, it's a nicely written little thing. I don't know, would this be in like a style magazine? Warm sunlight spills across the campus. A gray, off-shoulder knit top meets a timeless plaid skirt, paired with a dark-toned handbag in just the right size. A golden butterfly brooch gleams gently at the chest? At the chest. Sure. Infusing infusing a touch of grace into the muted gray. A hint of retro charm blends effortlessly with the modern academic mood, as though time itself has slowed. Okay, so what the hell are we talking about here? A gray off-shoulder knit top with a plaid skirt, dark handbag, golden butterfly brooch on the chest, retro charm, effortlessly with the modern academic mood. Would that look good? I don't know. Does anybody know? Does anybody care? Anyway, moving on. Let's dive into the dark side. Neither one of those were particularly interesting. Enter the dark side.
You're here. This way.
If I follow this path, it should lead me to the president. Oh, that's odd. Why are tacit discords here?
Because they always are.
Towards her.
Shit.
Break.
But I was helping. Oh, yes, just like that.
Okay, could you chill a little bit? That was a lot. This is not Bayonetta. We are not playing Bayonetta. I don't need the enemies to be all kinky about everything I do.
The tacit discords are gathering around here. Strike from the shadows. No hesitation. Moment of resonance.
I am glad the enemies are weak, because Spectro Rover is, not the strongest.
This is...
Somebody new. Enter the depths of the dark side. Sometime earlier,
Even got my taste right, huh? It's always so easy to read one's mind.
is it now? That is creepy. Okay, is anybody else expecting this rabbit to end up being like Pennywise and just a cosmic horror?
The Tragic Life
Just
of
me.
Lucilla. Directed by Lucilla. Starring Lucilla.
Welcome. Enjoy your own movie.
My god. My movie would be supremely boring. Kind of dramatic. A little sad. But very, very boring.
Using my name and slapping on a title that lame?
Damn. Oh. Guess I skipped it too early, sorry.
I heard the Fraxidus had a playwright. And this is what your art looks like?
Oh, are we thinking this is Cristoforo? I was joking about that. Also, her tacit marks on her leg. I never noticed that before. Her around ankle, mid calf, shin area. I guess shin. Lower leg.
This is the story of a girl who discovered she could read memories when she started to grow up.
Ah, okay. So trauma. Cool. Yep, that's usually how this game gets their story elements going. Just throw some trauma on top of the insanity and you're all set. It's Wuthering Waves Writing 101. All right, we're gonna take a screenshot of this one because it's very cool. All right. It's really a cool picture, a cool element. A lot to be read out of this simple scene of black and white.
Before she could fully develop her self-knowledge, she absorbed too many memories that weren't her own, until she lost who she was.
Oh, interesting. I guess if you're able to touch physical objects and gain other people's memories from them, that might make you go literally insane.
Stealing Sophie's voice? Twisting people's lives into your cheap drama?
Yeah, he does kind of suck.
Since when does that count as cinema? What's next? My grand arrival in Lahiroy?
How ironic. The girl who built her life on her memory gift walks into an institute buried beneath the Frostlands and becomes its leader.
Hey, she called it.
A flock of lambs chasing the future crowns a shepherd who can only record the past. What can she offer them? Drown in the relics of humanity's golden age? Or lead the innocent straight into the abyss? The flock crosses the frozen lands, trying to light fires against the coldness and darkness. Some burn clothes, some burn books, some even burn themselves. But the coldness and darkness know no end, and devour everything. In the end, nothing remains, only silence.
Oh, how considerate to have even written the Academy's ending for us, too.
Has this woman applied makeup, well, lipstick specifically, like 3 or 4 times? Is it just like really bad lipstick?
If this ever hit theaters, I'd fast forward it tenfold just to end the agony. The title really tells it. Utterly tasteless.
You certainly pissed her off.
Thus ends the film. However, upon review, it's filled with meaningless actions, and its protagonist is pitifully naive.
I love that it even pointed at her. That's great. Okay, so you slipped up for just a second, and now it has your whole, well, face.
The script will be rewritten and rescreened. Actress, please wait before the curtain.
A post-credits scene? Planning to remake my life now? Fine.
Just wait.
Since you've handed me a free ticket, I'll see it through.
The Tragic Life of Lucilla. Remake. Scene 1. Action. The pitiful girl repeats her past, grows up again, and again arrives at Star Torch
Wow, this is actually all very cool. Great cinematography for this part.
Now, I'll announce the results of the StarTorch Academy presidential election. The vote was jointly conducted by each department's committee and the new Federation Special Investigation Panel. Professor Lucilla, congratulations. You've been elected as the new president of StarTorch Academy. Well then, President Lucilla, care to say a few words?
That's amazing, Professor Lucilla. Oh, should I say President Lucilla now?
This is all very creepy. I need you to remember the end of Evangelion.
That's amazing, Professor Lucilla. Oh, should I say President Lucilla now?
Anyways, okay, give an election victory speech.
Thank you for your trust, but I don't intend to accept.
Okay, great victory speech. Thank you, but no.
Compared to others at the Academy, don't you think I'm a bit too ordinary?
What about you screams ordinary?
I have no major academic achievements, nor administrative experience. Honestly, sometimes I even feel small standing among all of you.
Okay, but what does that have to do with acting as the president of a academy? You're not supposed to be a major researcher. You're supposed to be somebody that can be administrative. It's an administrative position. You're supposed to be able to take care of the back end of things. What am I trying to say? The workings behind the scenes. Not actually doing the research yourself.
Making a nobody the shepherd is dangerous for everyone, isn't it?
No, again, the sheep do the actual... What the hell do sheep do? Eating grass, mostly? The shepherd isn't supposed to eat grass better than the rest of the sheep.
So, please understand my choice. I'm content following at the back of the flock. I request a new election.
I really don't think that's how this works, though.
Quiet, quiet.
Okay.
Everyone, please be seated.
Professor Lucilla, have you really made up your mind? Isn't this a bit hasty?
Incredibly so. In fact, I mean, you can absolutely back out of something like this, but...
At least she knows her place.
Oh,
Let's
fuck
just set
you.
a new election date and move on.
Hey, not how elections work. Well, I don't know about this academy. Maybe you can just do another one, but also fuck you. Prick.
Look, Professor Lucilla's here.
About your request, I have the right to reject it.
Okay. What the hell is even going on in this place? More desks just floating around at a ball. That's fun. So, what are we looking at?
Professor Lucilla just ran out of the room, clutching her head. Like she's lost it.
Inspect.
How long has she been locking herself in there?
No clue. We just heard stuff breaking. And someone crying.
Could it be she's having another episode? The madness caused by memory confusion.
See, I was mentioning potentially going insane, yeah. That's not great. None of this is great, though. We're in a dark side.
Are you really quitting the project, Lucilla? You've made up your mind?
Yes. will be my final lecture. I've already filed to close the course next term. Thank you all for your support. I've gone as far as I can. I'm sure you'll all go farther than I ever could.
She said nothing. Deep down, she'd already accepted her own mediocrity and stopped moving forward. The girl who once forced herself to stand tall now teeters on the edge. Her curtains about to fall.
Yep, definitely hear Cristoforo now.
Did the others' memories bleed into mine again? How long was I out? The meeting's already over. What's happening to me? I just want to forget, to erase this wretched forte. Erase. Right. If I erase the memory of my forte itself, maybe then everything will go back to normal. I'm done with all of it.
She abandoned her title, her right to explore, and now even her own forte.
She chose to kill the person she used to be, like someone who had drowned, losing both her air and shadow.
A different choice, a brand new life. Tell me, our dear audience, isn't this fascinating?
I mean, it's certainly interesting. I really hate Cristoforo's ability. It is nonsensical bullshit and way too powerful.
If everything's destined to fade away, why not just wait it out? Enjoy the last bit of pleasure and revel in the beautiful memories before the end.
After all, fleeting joy feels far more real than some unreachable truth.
You only need to come a little closer and take my hand. Our lives can trade places. No more pain, only warmth and bliss. The curtain's about to fall, and the choice is yours.
Done with your performance? All that noise for one purpose. The same trick you used on Savi. Stirring fear, pressing old wounds. Let me guess what you're after. Targeting Sigriko was just a diversion. You wanted the Academy to intervene. Next, the memory-type resonator is affected in the dark side. And you knew I'd see it. That was your invitation.
Oh, so it was a trap for her specifically. Interesting.
So this little play, it was meant for me and all the memory-type resonators. You're afraid of something in us, aren't you?
something that threatens your grand scheme. You put on quite a hilarious show, I'll give you that. But you came to the wrong audience. You can ramble about pasts and futures all you like, but I only focus on the present.
That was fantastic delivery. The fact that it had that echo and reverb of a distant person talking, and the second she passed the character herself, it changed to being up close. Really good audio design there.
And that's exactly why your message in that film disgusts me. I don't deny the doubt, the struggle, or the pain we face in our search. Every soul in Star Torch Academy has endured those.
Every soul in life.
But the weight of civilization demands shoulders to bear it. And we, right from the beginning, are a flock, walking willingly toward our own end.
Like at a slaughterhouse.
If the campfire's dying out, then these lambs you mock will burn themselves, just to walk one more mile before the final breath.
Again, another fantastic image here. Gonna take another screenshot of this one. I rather like the, there it is. I rather like the rabbit shadow that she has. The other her, or it is Cristoforo what we're talking to, right? Sounds like him. But yeah, great imagery with the rabbit shadow and her. Yep, cool.
No glory sought, no remembrance needed. We'll lie down here, leaving not a trace.
Well, the plan failed, so we're just going to attack you now.
But what's the point of it all?
Lucilla,
The point?
actress.
You, who watch us burn. You're the proof. You and everyone behind you. That's our meaning.
Another cool one. The light side and dark side comparison. Also, Jesus Christ, her head takes up as much space as the other thing in the frame. Things.
And one more thing. Whether I deserve to be the president? That's not for your cheap words or your lousy films to decide. If you're so desperate to tear me down, that only proves I'm doing something right.
Hey, you're not wrong there.
Tell me, who's the real desperate one here? You're not the only one with backup. Checkmate.
Is the backup us? Because I can only do so much. Oh good, the backup isn't us.
You're here.
Go after it. I'll handle the rest.
Come on, we've still got work to do. Stay sharp, Rover. It can take the form of anything in the dark side. There's only one passage here. It must still be around. Stay close.
Yeah, but can we ask about your friend who was awesome and also disappeared into smoke? Or, well, it was more like a gust of wind. Snow flurry, maybe? She disappeared into a snow flurry. Okay. So the rabbit's bred again. How do you... Asexual reproduction, maybe? Huh. Oh, okay, we're just following you. Gotcha. You're not gonna, like, do anything about these guys? Catch a rabbit? No, just, like, vanish? Well, then let's get rid of them all, obviously. There we go. We've culled the herd a little bit. That sounds awful. But, you know, they were fake dark side rabbits. Whatever. It's fine. Oh, shit, there are a bunch more of them. Okay, well, I no longer care. Damn. Okay. Did I really go too far ahead of you? Is that like turf or just green floor? Weird. Oh no, it's just a green screen. On the floor too. For some reason. Maybe it's necessary, I don't know. Depends what you're doing.
No sign of it here either. Let's split up. I'll check this room. You take the one before.
Weren't you just attacked, though? Also, why do I have a thing in the center of my screen? Was that because of the rabbits? Did I screw up and now it's not gonna leave? Just like a dot there for some reason. I don't think I get rid of that. Is it just like an error? Like a bug? Catch the real rabbit. Okay, so it's probably... Is it you? No. This one's acting... Oh. Hey, how about you? No. Okay, one of them's gotta be acting different or something, right? You're cowering. No, it's just cleaning itself. This is probably really obvious. I mean, I could literally just do this and be done faster. You seem cocky. No. Hiding. Okay, return to the meeting room. Lucilla stands on the other side of the window, but she's not acting like her usual self. She's literally just standing there contemplating. Still check the meeting room window.
Told you. It's checkmate this time.
Okay, so is the understanding that the her, the rabbit, was coming up next to us, so Rover used magic to catch it that we didn't know she could do? She can sort of manipulate wind currents, I guess, with her wind ability, I think? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. New ability unlocked, I guess? Magic catching force fields? instant Pokeballs? According to our plan. Should we kill it? Yes, probably. I'm not going to go into how you kill a rabbit, because I don't really know, and that's horrible, and I don't want to.
We still haven't figured out what the Fraxidus wants with the dark side.
Manipulate people, destroy the Academy, any number of evil things.
For now, this little one's our only lead. Let me try reading its memory first.
You do realize it's probably not actually a rabbit, right? But one of the Fraxidus members?
Oh, looks like I don't even need to use my forte.
I suppose this counts as our first proper meeting, Madame Lucilla.
Hi. Rabbit?
Proper meeting? You're talking to me through a rabbit from your little hideout. That's what you call proper? Still, thanks for the film. It was tasteless and trashy, but I'll admit, it added a little fun to my job.
You know what? B movies can be fun too.
You knew I'd catch this rabbit from the start.
And didn't you already know it was a trap meant for you? We both have what the other wants.
What are you trying to do in the Highroy?
As an educator, you of all people should know better. Finding the answer is the asker's job, you know?
I suppose. That voice sounds like the other student, the one that we went to the underground Fallen research station with, the one that ended up being the Grand Architect. I don't remember her name.
Still, congratulations. You won this round.
That is a very arrogant-looking rabbit.
One? I never agreed to play your little game. And neither did my students. Right, Rover?
Yep, exactly. This is where we cut the rabbit's head off. Oh, no. No, not the plan. Gotcha. That's right. We're... I don't know. Something. We've got this. Hey, Abby, would you like something for dinner? You're just flattering yourself.
Flattering myself? That hurts. I worked very hard setting up those trials for you. If you didn't enjoy them, don't worry. There'll be a next round. And I promise it'll be far more thrilling.
It's just gonna be more Fraxidus members, isn't it?
Because next time, we'll be betting on the very fate of Lahai Roy. Will it go boom and vanish? Or will the flames of Star Torch keep burning? I can't wait. Truly, I can't wait for our next meeting.
Yeah, it's definitely that kid.
Next meeting.
We almost had it. Did we now? Because it seemed to be a projection of a rabbit. Also, it was probably the Grand Architect, still masquerading as a student. But also Cristoforo's ability to write a play, maybe, or a movie. I don't know what the hell's going on. Is it a new Fraxidus member?
It's alright. At least we dealt with the source of the dark side's anomaly.
Did we, though? I think it got away. Who's the Miko you just who's the Miko just now?
I know you've got many questions, but let's get out of here first.
You said the things in the dark side wouldn't hurt them.
Didn't I do what you asked? You wanted to help Sagrika, so I tweaked the dark side to help her see herself clearly. Besides, no one got hurt, right? Your friend, your teacher, and Rover.
Again, we have to remember that this is the Grand Architect at the moment, at least as far as I understand. So the guy with the skull mask, who is being a playful little girl,
I should thank you, actually. You helped me finish an experiment.
Experiment?
The opposite of the void. How far can memory type resonators go before its power consumes them?
well, you are creepy as hell.
And what other tricks is this petty academy hiding? A Miko wielding a sword? Come, my sweet darling. We've still got much to do.
What about the rabbit? Isn't it your pet?
We don't keep trash, we dump it. So, please try hard to be useful if you don't want to be disposable.
Okay, so just threats now. Interesting.
Sorry, Rover. I've kept you busy all day.
It's been just a couple hours, it's fine. You do owe me an apology. Sorry, couldn't see it. Pass the mic for a second. But not for that.
From the moment you came to me, you already knew this was a trap set by the Fraxidus. Yet you planned to walk right into it.
Yeah, giving us a heads up would have been, you know, the intelligent thing to do, but whatever.
All in a day's work for your president. Besides, it worked out pretty well, don't you think?
Okay, again, this is an academy, whatever that is. Still just sounds like a boarding school or a university. Pretty sure the president of my college just gets a paycheck and schmoozes rich people. So I'm not really sure about your whole investigation thing and putting yourself in the line of danger of a, I think they're still considered a terrorist organization. What the hell else are they considered? But what if something had gone wrong? Well, the university would have got a new president, or an academy.
Don't worry. I know the dark side pulls people toward what they fear and try to escape from. but I learned to face my past honestly long ago.
Yeah, everybody says that, and there's always more shit buried deeper down. So, I don't buy it. Then what exactly happened to you back there?
You want to know?
Not really. Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Didn't you say you wanted to introduce a new course? Star Torch guidelines from strangers to confidants?
I'm pretty sure she was just propositioning you for a date, but sure.
Students and teachers should get to know each other, right? Maybe this counts as our first class.
Okay, academically speaking, sure, get to know your teacher well enough that you learn something from them, understand how they view things. Don't have dinner with them. That's just, nah.
I really set myself up for that one. Well, before I turned 20, I couldn't tell which memories were mine and which belonged to the ones I'd read.
Ooh, that's surprisingly older than I would have figured. When did you get your resonance ability? Because your teen years sound like they sucked.
As I absorbed more and more of them, I saw too many births and deaths. I started to feel how small and ignorant I really was. That's exactly what the dark side preyed on. It then recreated the predicament I once lived through. The Fraxidus was questioning me, the representative of Star Torch Academy. When the future offers no answers, and existence itself is destined to fade, can anything we do in our brief and ignorant lives truly matter?
A philosophical question that I don't have an answer to. It's hard to say. The people around you, close to you, potentially yes, very much so. In the grand scheme of things, maybe less so.
As a student of Star Torch Academy, what do you think, Rover?
If there's no answer, then we create one. I don't think that works here. But sure, Rover, whatever that means.
That's the kind of answer you'd say.
Yeah, it made no goddamn sense and wasn't really answering the question. It was great.
Back then, I joined the Space Trek Collective without a real purpose. But luckily, just like you, I met a good teacher. My teacher was an ordinary man, Arroya, in charge of observation in the Frostlands. We both spent our days watching and recording, each in our own realm. But he never saw himself as just an observer. Again and again, he made connections with people and the things he studied, and built bridges between them. It was like how we draw lines between the stars now. In these perilous Frostlands, each person is a point of light for another.
Okay. Again, I overthink literally everything. Sorry, it's a compulsion at this point. What? We draw points between stars in the form of making constellations. You can follow, like, the North Star for directions. Kind of. But you're drawing points between stars to remember the location of a constellation, to use that as a constant. So it's just a way of noticing maybe I don't know enough about astronomy, because my god, does that make no sense to me. The metaphor is lost on me.
Maybe I used to stand too high, never stooping to feel the emotions in those memories. The ones that needed time to settle for an ordinary person. When I revisited the memories I once read, I realized they all shared one thing in common. Everyone spends their whole life searching for answers.
Well, some truth to that.
And it's those very answers that give meaning to our journey toward the future, even if we might find nothing in the end.
Then have you found your answer?
No, I'm still searching. In that sense, I'm the same as all of you. Just another student on the path. So, don't worry. Until I find it, the Fraxidus won't be able to shake me. Also, about that Miko lady you're curious about.
Mm-hmm.
My lips are sealed on that, I'm afraid. A president has her principles, not to mention the Academy's safety protocol. But one day, you'll see her again.
Huh. So they either don't want to give away part of the plot or they hadn't written something for her yet. Okay.
Anyway, I still have to write a full report on the dark side. Leave the rest to the adults now. It's getting late, Rover. I'll see you in class.
Again, I'm pretty sure Rover is older than any single person here by such a wide margin, it's not even a joke. In fact, we know that Imeth was a child when Rover was exactly the same age she is now, well, looks-wise. And that was, well, her entire, part of her childhood to her being 18, 17, something like that. So let's call it at least a decade. Rover's older than you. Stop calling her a kid.
Has this game truly ended?
No, not even close. It never ends. Comes back around every month. Okay, Rabbit Reflected in Shadows. Story quest complete. A flaming red... yeah, red from tomorrow. Wait until the next day. Do we still have more? Yes, we do. Oh, shit. Okay. Wait until the next day. After the Darkside incident comes to an end, Lucilla meets with Hiyuki at the auditorium. Lucilla suspects that the Praxidus may be plotting something far more dangerous behind the scenes. Well, damn it. Okay. Also, I need to check real quick in my settings to see if I can get rid of this dot on my screen. So I'm going to do that. There we go. And make sure it's still up on Twitch. Alright, we're still streaming. And it went away! Yay! Okay, so it was just a bug. We were doing this mission. Okay, so we just need to wait till tomorrow. Is that the understanding? Yeah. L2. Just go one day. Cool.
Precision and quantification are the
Wait until the next day.
science. They're what make verification.
Alright, game. How about we do 5? Is that AM? It is AM. Well, we're gonna go there at 5 AM. We're apparently an early bird or a night owl, depending on your perspective. I've seen 5 AM this week. Did not fast travel to exactly where I want to be, but we're close enough. Probably. Yeah, good enough. Okay, auditorium.
It's just the two of us now. No need for all the formality, Hiyuki.
What formality? Her whole creepy vibe thing?
Oh, and just so you know, the maintenance fee for that blade will be coming out of your paycheck this month.
Yeah, she was using like the cheapest sword, 3-star or something, sword you got at the very beginning of the game and then promptly got rid of.
Which blade?
The one you used in the dark side. That makes it the 4th you've broken so far. Try to be gentler the next time, will you?
Or she could just use cheap blades if she keeps breaking them. Or something much more expensive.
Sure. What about my own sword?
Its maintenance is mostly done. Don't worry, you'll have it back soon. Wanna try one? It's pretty popular among the students.
Oh, for God's sakes, are you pranking her?
Not hungry.
Candy's supposed to be eaten when you're not hungry. That's what makes it taste good. Go on, try it. Have you swallowed it?
Mm-hmm. A bit sour, and my tongue's tingling. Not my favorite.
What was it supposed to do?
Huh. No reaction at all. That's odd. When Sigrika and the others ate theirs, they...
What?
Well, a bunch of different things, actually.
You're no fun.
Oh, yeah, she was trying to prank her. Yeah, it exploded in your face. So, no great clip for, becoming famous out of this one.
She saw me. Does that affect your plan?
It's fine. The Fraxidus didn't just set the trap for me. It was meant to draw you out as well. They've noticed your existence.
Kinda hard not to.
I'm sorry for keeping you confined, for trying to hide your power. In the end, it still came to light.
We both knew this day would come sooner or later.
So, would you consider moving back to the academy for now? If anything happens, you can respond right away. The Fraxidus went to great lengths to tamper with the dark side, but it poses little actual threat to the academy. At worst, this anomaly might be tied to the power of the Threnodian too. It seems they're already preparing their next phase.
What do you need me to do?
Probably kill things with a sword.
Now's not the time. You should know that the Space Trek Collective was built atop the Threnodian. That's why we've prepared countless contingency plans.
Okay, actually, that's not wrong. I sort of didn't think about that before, that the sword of the Exostrider is stabbing into the Threnodian. That's what I did with it. So pinning it down, pinning its physical form down or part of it down. So the academy is literally built on top of it. The crane that goes into the sky, into the whatever the hell it was, research station, is literally right alongside it. Why would you put the academy on top of the Threnodian?
Even if every single one failed, even if the Threnodian completely consumed the collective, we still have a final card to play.
Yeah, but I still want to go back to the fact that you have a university, again, academy, on with a bunch of students, civilians, on top of a horrifying, nightmarish monster that's trying to consume the world, I think? I don't know, it's a black hole. Ish. What was the plan?
The wish-granting Miko. You.
Is that something I'm supposed to read for this? Well, I didn't do it, so hopefully. Okay, let's see. Is that, No, okay. So that's done. We have a bunch of side quests, event quests, but the main quest part is officially done. Yay! I'm still a little bit confused, so we do have the stuff going on for, 3.3, I think, is the next one? Yeah, 3.3. It literally says it on screen. Just opening my eyes sometimes is a good thing. Oh, right, and it's the anniversary, and people are not super happy about that. It's a little underwhelming. Hey, but we do get flight again. There are a bunch of things that I need to do. So maybe we'll do some of those. Anyway, so what I was going to say is I'm a little disappointed in the fact that we don't have featured event pages for the main story quest. I guess it's fine. It's not like they're not permanent. But it is a little bit underwhelming. We don't have a nice splash page for it. In any case, that is it for the main story quest. I'm going to do some more. I'm probably just going to upload this as a VOD to YouTube anyways. Maybe attach it to one of the other parts. I don't know what I'm going to do.